The Saints dealing with injuries to the wide receiving corps. Ted Ginn Jr. limited in practice today with a nagging knee injury, and Tommy Lee Lewis was placed on injured reserve this week. Now that may open up an opportunity for Cam Meredith to finally see regular season action as a New Orleans Saint. The free agent acquisition has been a healthy scratch the first 2 weeks as he's tried to get up to speed with the offense. Sean Payton said today he'll try to work Meredith into the game plan Sunday against the Falcons. While Meredith has been inactive, rookie Traquan Smith and Austin Carr played in the first 2 games. LSU starting left tackle Sadiq Charles is very questionable for Saturday's game against Louisiana Tech. Head coach Ed Odron giving that status for Charles this evening. Now Charles returned to play against Auburn after sitting out against Southeastern with an injury. Odron says Badari Traore will start if Charles can't go. Prep football tonight at Haas Memphis. McDonough 35 and Helen Cox doing battle. Cougars get on the board first. Terrell Smoke Brown runs to the far corner and scores 7-0 Cox. But the Ron Eagles respond after an interception. Steven Williams finds his way to pay dirt, but Helen Cox earns the victory tonight, beating 35-31-16. The drive for 5 for the Mount Carmel volleyball team. The Cubs have won the last 4 Division I state volleyball championships, and a 5th is in sight with the best volleyball player in the state leading the way.
Okay, so if you're not in, you're shagging balls, you're rotating.
Putting the work in to become a champion. Ellie Holzman knows it starts right here. She's seen the results before. Holzman, the centerpiece for the 4-time defending state champs.
Started on varsity when I was a freshman. I looked up to the seniors, and it's crazy to think that I'm in that position now. The freshmen and everyone else is looking up to me. Even last year they were, but this year having that senior title just gives me that extra
The drive to succeed ingrained in Holzman.
Nice up.
She walked into the Mount Carmel gym as an 8th grader with it.
I kept hearing about this 6-footer who was coming to Mount Carmel, and I'm like, oh, awesome. Found her first day of school here, just so I can see who I've been hearing about. And as humble as she is, she was so sweet. She introduced herself to me.
What followed? Dominance by Holzman on the court.
She wants the ball in high-pressure situations. She wants the ball when the game's on the line, and you can't teach that.
I just love the competitiveness of it, and I love how I control myself under pressure, and I always want the ball when the game is close because I have the confidence in myself to put the ball away.
Holzman, part of a long list of volleyball greats to come through Mount Carmel, and she has a chance to pull off an unprecedented feat both in state and school history by becoming the first 3-time winner of the Gatorade Louisiana Player of the Year award. Holzman garnering all the accolades, but she says she can't do it alone.
The accolades are always a representation of how well the team is doing, so it just shows how I could not do this without my team, without my coaches.
Ellie's definitely been one of the top athletes I've ever coached, and I was so blessed to have coached her.
Holzman will move on to play volleyball in the Big Ten next year at Illinois.
Switch, last one.
But before she leaves this gym for the final time, she wants to win one for the thumb.
That's just the perfect ending to my high school storybook, and that's just how I picture it. That's how I want it to end, and I think everyone's on the same page as me.
I got to see her for the first time last year when they were playing for the state championship game, and she was the best player on the court by far. 4 straight state championships, going for a 5th, and it looks like they may get to that. Of course, a long way to go, but still, she looks dominant.
You don't want to be on the receiving end of a spike from her.
She hits it so hard, you don't want to be. Absolutely.
All right, good deal. Thank you, Ricardo. We got the Barkus Parade here in New Orleans, but after the break,